Nothing like the ice-cold, refreshing taste of a Coca-Cola brand carbonated beverage. Because my fucking water's off again. How about that noise? God fucking damn it. So, here's the story for today. So Downwell, the latest update has been having some weird performance issues on a lot of systems that should be able to handle it just fine. And the dev noticed some complaints about this, and they're like, alright, I'm gonna make some changes. Here's a beta version, you gotta opt into it through Steam. It should hopefully run better. And, yes, it does in fact run better. But it has an issue where it frame limits itself not to 60, as intended, but to the refresh rate of your monitor, which is not a problem for 99% of humans, but for me, it meant that the game ran nearly unplayably. However, turns out you can use a third-party frame limiter to set it back to 60, or whatever value you might like. So I decided, what the fuck, we'll put it at 90, and the result is Hyper Downwell. It's pretty fast. It's also really fucking hard. I've spent like an hour or so with this and haven't made any progress with it so far. But I'm having the time of my life, so... I guess it's time. Yo, Apple's actually really on point with that one. This is like hyperbolic time chamber stuff. 10 times gravity. So as you might be able to tell, this game's pretty fast now. Shit. So after beating hard mode handstand, this is kind of a welcome challenge. Because I thought, oh, well, I'm done with the game. I've beaten every challenge that it has to offer. I've unlocked all the achievements. I've completed it on the hardest difficulty. Nope. Bitch, you're not done. Welcome to Hyper Downwell. This is hard. You fall fucking fast as Boulder. It's actually kind of terrifying. I can't stand playing as Boulder in general, though. The most playable I've found this to be is actually using Levitate. But Levitate is for chumps, so... you know how that goes. Yeah, we're just gonna buy out Charge. Give ourselves a little bit more leeway. Because every run I've had so far has ended in Catacombs. It's a bad place to be. Bang bang. Shit. I really should have just dropped there. Shit! God fucking bats! This is hard. I'm gonna change that Coca-Cola to a bear and make it hyper drunk Downwell. I have a feeling that was not what you meant to type. Yeah, I do actually want to message the devs about some sort of command line switch for a hyperspeed option, which I think it's dev singular. I think it is pretty much mopping all by his lonesome on this one. At least as far as handling programming goes. So the hardest thing I've found to get used to so far is the fact that I'm used to old frog timing, where I can look at them for a while and, like, got plenty of time before they actually jump. Since the game is running at 1.5 times speed, it actually creates a lot of issues where I'll get jumped by frogs not expecting it. Also, fuck bats. Bats are still fucking stupid. I feel like I sort of have to take that, but we always skip rice balls because rice balls are dicks. there's that. What the fuck? What was I thinking? Hello? Uh-oh. Shit. Fuck. God, I feel like I'm starting over from square one here. This is normal mode! It's normal! One thing about this is normal, but... yeah, I guess youth is a good start here. Thank you, Heart Balloon. God. 1, 2, 3. I just need one more charge to get this to 4 shots, where it'll be a lot more comfortable to work with. So like 3 and 2 makes shotgun really obnoxious. I'm not on fucking arm spin mode, so gems it is. Okay, we're making progress. Members card. Maybe pick up a max HP here. Nice. Alright, so we're in business. Odds of me actually being at max HP at any point during this run are apparently quite slim. But let's believe in dreams anyway. Let's make purchasing decisions assuming I know how to play this game. Guess that thing just didn't decide to die. Is the, yeah, the, in-game timer is running quicker as well. Makes sense. At the very least, I should submit this to the speedrun category or something. Yeah, I guess I'll take gem-powered and pray for Gem Attractor. Thanks. God damn it. They're such pains. Where's my blast module? It makes Catacombs so much more bearable. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Guess not. Wow, we actually lost Gem High. That's fucking incredible. That hasn't happened to me in so long. Bray and I were having an argument the other day over whether Gem High should be a mechanic in Downwell or not. I like it the way it is and think it serves its purpose pretty well. He thinks that you should just have Gem High on all the time. Never heard anyone try to reframe Gem High as a punishment rather than a power-up, but that's the power of Pine Sol, I guess. And we got Blast Module. Game suddenly marginally more playable. Yes, you can lose Gem High. It does actually decay over time. So I'm actually finding myself having to play a little bit slower because I can't react to every situation. Well, can't react to every situation yet. Maybe I'll become that guy who plays Downwell at 144 FPS. Just no fucking limits. Get out of here. Fuck off. Woo. Stupid. Yeah, laser sight, I guess. So I made it to Aquifer. Air counter seems to be functioning as intended mostly. We'll refill here. Some marginal use of that extra max HP. Shit. Better than nothing, I guess. Alright, I might need to go a little faster on this one. Just kind of lax about air bubbles earlier. Oh god, this is where the run ends. Never mind, we were fine all along. If you play like this for long enough, will normal 60 FPS Downwell be a cakewalk? I certainly hope so. Something hyperbolic time chamber. Shit. I'm also apparently not the only person who missed combo rewards. Apparently, Wes was unaware there was a combo mechanic in the game, period, and he's played all the way up to normal Aquifer. I'm wondering if that needs to be made more discoverable, honestly. I kind of appreciate how it's left out of the way until you start discovering speed-oriented play on your own. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Did you get a haircut, my dude? No, just straight out of the shower. Nothing quite that interesting. And to you. Not the worst deal. Shit. My god, that air counter's fast. You're a kid, you're a squid. Get me the fuck out of here, Jesus. This is brutality. Looks good, you should take more showers. Can't tell with a shade. I can't stand my hair feeling greasy, I do, like, I'm obsessive about it, but I'm just not always fresh out of the shower when I get on camera. Shit. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Okay, we're fine. We were fine anyway. God damn it. I'm playing this Mega Maker level that's like 100% focused on glitches. Interesting. Tell me more. We have Gem Attractor in here. Gem powered, no Gem Attractor. Yeah, I can see Rest in Pieces being useful for boss like this. Sort of want to hold on to my shit, honestly. I'm actually feeling more or less comfortable with this level of charge. Especially since this is normal mode limbo, so it's a lot more lenient. Hey! Now I'm regretting not picking that up. A six-shot shotgun would have been nice. So if anyone ever deigns to ask me, hey, was that wall jump on purpose? No, it was not. They are never on purpose. I think wall jumping is the only mechanic in this game that I would just fucking ditch entirely. No. How do you even wall jump? Yeah, the game never explains it to you. You've got to be... It's like Super Metroid style. You've got to be in a spin jump and right up against a wall and press away from the wall and jump. It's really stupid. I'll take hot casing from here. What do we got? I sort of want to hold out for max HP in the hopes it'll show up in Final Shop or something. Wow, we actually dropped Gem High again! Well, rest in peace my shotgun, I suppose. This actually is a little bit easier to navigate with, though. I don't hate Nappy quite as much as I used to. I kind of appreciate it as a weapon. I'm letting so much stuff through, Jesus. Knife and Fork does do things, it just does them very slowly. I consider it an exquisitely bad pick, but you can occasionally get value out of it. It'll give you, like, maybe 3 or 4 HP over the course of a game if you purchase it, like, right at the start. I guess I have to take this for health, but... The thing about eating bodies is that... Oh, that's a really good way to start a sentence to be taken out of context. The thing about eating bodies is that you basically have to stop your flow to do it. Like, you're not going to be eating bodies while naturally chaining, so... It carries kind of its own problems. Like, if you're making an effort to play quickly and play well, it just doesn't do anything for you. I want to hold out. I think I'm gonna sit on this, as unwise as it may be. I sort of want to believe in dreams on this one. Yes! 6 shots, easy. I am not seeing the Twitch:D emote flow. It looks fine on my end. I'm actually not using Chatty today. I'm using another chat viewer called TC. Because Chatty, along with OBS, was fucking broken this morning. Which is super helpful. I love it when the tools that I use break for no apparent reason. Chatty just wouldn't start. It, like, wasn't even launching a process, period. I'm sitting here like, did I uninstall Java by mistake, or what? I really need to land, like, immediately. There we go. Okay, ooh! Shotgun may be my favorite weapon, but I think laser is the best weapon. Like, I don't even think there's a real argument to be made for anything else. Laser's just absurdly strong. 5. Alright, here we go. Nice, Gem Attractor as the last item. Everything coming together. Buy out the endgame shop. Sit on the merchandise. So satisfying. Alright, wake up, asshole. We're doing it. Playing like a motherfucker today. Just sit on platforms, I'm sure it'll be fine. This is actually quite a bit more challenging than it would be on 60. The fact that actually making it down carries any sort of relevant difficulty at all is kind of scary. Alright, there's the next stage. At 3 HP. Can I get like a weapon pickup or something? Oh god, 1 HP. No! Fuck! Christ. The wall, dude! That's too much for me. That's fucking crazy. Alright. Let's see about this new palette. Nostalgia. This looks kind of cozy. Low contrast for sure. Compressor probably won't like it. And that powder blue. This is actually less difficult to see in than I expected. God. Oh, Lord, please. Stop! This is kind of bright. Does it bother you guys? I typically actually play on Aqua. It's just like... I don't know. High contrast plus best color. When is this game get a fucking quick reset button? That wall jump was stupid. Come on! God, fuck off! Please! Don't be like this! I guess I'll just keep going. If I reset for a good start, I'll be here forever. This is absolute disaster. There's a lot of interesting... Really? You gonna fucking give me gem power right off the bat? Okay. Winds up well. I mean, I can definitely flip my monitor 180 in drivers. Then I'll flip the capture source and you guys can experience possibly the worst gimmick I've ever showcased on this stream. Gem-powered saving my fucking ass there. Still free shots only. I thought I had to hide for that, come on. Wow. Members card this early? Okay. God damn it! Alright. You got a 4-shot laser. I may actually make an effort to keep my laser through the entire game for this one. Like, laser is really good. It kind of bothers me looking at Overheal and walking away from it, though. Immediate regret. Immediate regret! Everything I've ever done was a mistake. This is where it ends. It all goes downhill from here. I appreciate how Navi can at least, like, work its way around. You're the most important person in the world, dude. Your dick must be like 9 feet long. Fucking hate motorcycles. I don't even know if you guys could hear that. My gain is pretty low on this microphone. Some dickhead zooming by. Nice. Early reverse engineering. Okay, so you guys did hear it, thank you. I'm never sure. Fuck off, please! God! No! That's stupid. Regret. And we begin again. I'm tempted to, talk to the developer of this chat program I'm using and ask him to add Twitch dashboard functionality. So I actually like the look of it. It looks a lot like the Twitch web chat with better TTV installed. But it has some better decisions regarding the way emote padding is handled. Because, like, I don't know if anybody else is bothered by this quite as much as me, but I hate that Twitch will expand the chat line to make space for emotes. And I hate times a billion the fact that it will do this and then align the whole message to one side instead of vertically centering it. I can't stand that garbage. I mean, Jace, you're fine. You're welcome to talk about whatever you like. Just don't expect anyone to be able to respond if none of us have played or give a shit about Blood Bowl. Hand egg sucks up! Bang, bang. This is just... I feel like I'm repeating myself by saying this, but this is really fucking fast. I can't even wall jump on demand. I'm sitting here like, oh, wouldn't it be cute if I could wall jump out of this situation? Oh wait, you can't wall jump, it doesn't work. Okay. That was not really how I was at the boss a couple runs ago. Yeah, right, Gig? It's like, if shit was hard enough on normal speed. Let me... Clearly what we need... This is probably eye-bleeding to anybody who's watching in a dark room, I apologize. What was I on before? Rhenium? Sleepy? RGB, that's incredibly awful. My lord, is it bad. This looks pretty bad, actually. I regret this decision. Here we go. I kind of wish there was an option to randomize palette on every run or after every stage. Also, it's worth mentioning that Downwell cheats a little bit on the only 3 colors thing, in Aquifer in particular. Well, took damage but got Gem High XD. Would have gotten Gem High off this, and I waited to be bad for maybe a couple seconds. Good lord, you get accidental wall jumps and just go pinging off everything. Terror. Nabi feels so unpredictable when you're moving at these speeds. Kinda wish the game had a different palette for each area. Yeah, I can see that. I do really appreciate being able to choose your own palette, but what I'd really like to see is honestly the ability to set your own. Like, I realize my design sense is not the greatest, but I don't feel super attached to any of the stock palettes. Like, I'd be much more on board with single palette for entire game if it was my palette. Like the palette that I chose. The palette that I designed. Fuck off! Set all colors to the same color for ultimate Downwell. Final Downwell, the Plutonia experiment. Fuck bats. These motherfuckers, dude. Why is this game so hard? I'm gonna be thinking about that run that I bricked on the boss all day now, huh? I bet I'm not even gonna get it. Yeah. I'd normally kind of shy away from Heart Balloon, but it's way easier to make mistakes at this speed. That looked intentional, but I can assure you it's not. Fine, you be that way. I'm not even bothered. Not even remotely slightly peeved. There is a reason that Downwell is one of the only games these days that I can stomach with permadeath, is because runs are short. I've also been playing DCSS lately, and I've been trying to figure out a way I could stream that without it being completely impenetrable. The game's got no fucking audio cues for starters, which is like, that leaves me feeling kind of blind. Like, I realize it's kind of a tradition for like roguelikes, especially those in the text mode tradition, to not have audio, but fuck, man, what are you doing? There's some legacy stuff you can mess around with in config files to manually rig up sounds to game messages. And, like, that's, I guess, an incomplete solution, but better than none. But I haven't been able to get it to work either. By the way, if you like roguelikes, you should play DCSS. It's... as far as, like, deep, meaty, systems-heavy games like that, like, if you just want a copy break roguelike, you can do much better than that, but if you want something to sink your teeth into, I think it's by far the most respectful of your time in terms of the amount of convenience features it offers. Also, shoutouts to Brogue, another good one. I don't talk about roguelikes on this channel a lot, mostly because I suck at them, but I do go on kicks every now and again. Fuck! Ah! Now, like, even then, there are, like, real roguelikes that are better suited to, like, copy, break, bus ride, base type stuff. It's a pretty large genre, and even larger are the corruptions of that genre that have the balls to call themselves remaining within the same genre. I mean, like, Downwell itself advertised itself as a rogue light. No, I'm not kidding, you can actually check the Steam page. That can go so wrong so fast. Thoughts on Risk of Rain? Group play feels kind of broken to me. And overall, it feels like the environments are way too big for their own good. There's a lot of downtime doing fucking nothing, especially at the start. I also kind of dislike the tradition of roguelikes that follow after Isaac, where item combinations basically determine your character's power. Like, not even specifically, like, what kinds of items you drop, but having to drop certain kinds of items that act as catalysts for combinations in order to have a powerful character. I felt that way about a handful of things in the game. Most fun I had with it was probably in a four-man LAN party with the item choice modifier. One, two, three, four. I don't have thoughts on Darkest Dungeon. I did, since it's not really, like... it didn't look like my kind of thing, so I went ahead and spoiled myself and watched the Joseph Anderson video on it. And you can expect a fuck ton of grind. Like a ridiculous fuck ton of grind. From what I understand. Like, it wouldn't be a problem if these areas were large and sparsely populated if you had interesting or fun ways to get around them. But nobody really has any meaningful movement skills. It seems like you're plodding around half the time. It's not a good feeling. Something, The Binding of Isaac ruined roguelikes. I still need to pick up Afterbirth Plus and... oh right, I have reverse engineering now. XD. And give it a little bit of time. I played a little bit of Afterbirth on release on a legally acquired TM version, and wasn't super into it. Like, it was polished, but it was still just more Isaac, and that core loop I kind of burnt myself out on. But there's a lot of interesting content-related changes that I figured I might explore. Play Toe-chan and Girl. Maybe I should. I've been listening to the fucking Mortal Kombat 1 Genesis soundtrack on loop for like a week now. I forgot that shit was so good. Because, like, I usually credit my first video game as Sonic 2 for the Genesis, which was, it was my fucking parents' system. I just happened to fool around with it. But my second video game I honestly remember a little bit more clearly, and that's because it scared the shit out of me. It was Mortal Kombat for the Genesis. That game has the scariest fucking music I've ever heard, dude. It's ridiculous. But it's so well produced, too. Like, in particular, regarding the percussion work, it's just insane how well programmed it is. FM synthesis is a lost art. Like, the vast majority of the SNES library is better than the vast majority of the Genesis library. But the best of the Genesis, way better than the best of the SNES. I don't even think that's a fucking, like, contest at this point. Anybody with ears can make that call at this point. Hit him with the fucking time tracks. The only Genesis game Tim Fallon ever did work for never got released. Dude has the worst fucking history. Oh well, at least it was a prototype ROM. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 specifically. Mortal Kombat 2 has the same composer on it, but I think they use a different sound driver. The percussion doesn't feel nearly as powerful, and overall I just think everything is produced a little bit weaker. Because, like, when dealing with FM synthesis, programming is as much a part of getting your sound as composing. Like, production is fucking hard. On the rare occasions I work with that shit, you think I have the balls to do my own instrument patches? No, I rip shit from other games. They did the groundwork for me. Something Black Knight 2000. The thing about programming is why Michael Jackson dropped off of Sonic 3. Oh yeah, speaking of Sonic 3, actually, I've got it in my YouTube likes somewhere. There's apparently some fucking song that I've never heard of that was, some of the composers for Sonic 3 basically took that unreleased at that time song and used it as the basis for Ice Cap Zone. I mean, like, because everybody's heard the Michael Jackson Sonic 3 stuff, but I had never heard that before, and it seems kind of interesting. Man, what the fuck am I doing here? Apparently all I have to do to make progress in this game is stop paying attention to the game. Just talk about the Sega Genesis. You'll be fine. It's fine. God damn it. Now I'm paying attention again. Fuck. I'm boned. Skeleton level. Humor. Subscribe to twitch.tv/TyroneSama. That was going so well, too, and then I dropped 3 HP in, like, the span of a second. Can you get multiple apple drops throughout a run? I forget. Yeah, Rest in Peace is probably the best out of this. Jace, get the fuck out of here. It was the full width that got me. Like, the commitment to the joke was really what sold it. Want to buy the last module? God! Fuck! Alright, all we gotta do is get to Limbo. Limbo's easy street. Hard times with the Jetsons, yeah. There we go. I'm sitting here trying to remember the title. So I used to think that Armspin was the overall strongest, what the fuck is going on? I used to think that Armspin was the overall strongest style in the game, but I've been leaning back towards standard because of, shop value. I've been making some slightly better purchasing decisions lately, and I feel like there's some value there. But I think I might need to go back to arm spin for this. Play the fucking gun roulette. The thing about arm spin runs is that you basically grind for members card. It's the only, like, item synergy gimmick in the entire game. Or, like, Boulder with youth, potentially, but even then, it's not like it matters all that much, honestly. I find it to be a lot less important. There we go. Because you don't get a real downside when dealing with shops with arm spin. It's just that shops appear rarely. So you force shops to appear at the start of every level, and congratulations, arm spin is objectively stronger. But it's reliant on an item. It's kind of weird. Literally 98 cents on Humble Store. Yes! Downwell is fucking cheap. You should purchase Downwell and play it. I will shamelessly shill for good games. This is the first time in a while I've had gunpowder blocks in a situation where gunpowder blocks don't fucking suck. Because you really do need to pull it before leaving catacombs, or it's never going to be useful. I've always kind of found it weird as an item. It's got its ups and downs, though. God, what the fuck? This went to shit fast. 2 really stupid hits. Yep, and there's members card. So let's try not to brick this run. Yep. Heal up. Extra charge. That actually worked out extremely well. Fuck off! Ban bats. I want a license to use bats. Like, you can't develop a game with bats in it unless you pass, like, a baseline game design test. 4 shots is okay. Health shotgun is a good feeling. The funniest thing about this is that turtles don't give a shit. So they'll just fall. They don't even care. Which means you have a more flexible situation regarding where you're going to land on the next level. It ain't bad. Wow, reverse engineering members card before catacombs. That's the other item synergy. Shit, I forgot. Also, yeah, the shopkeepers are pretty good. Check this out. But even more than that, right? If I take this... I want to text mod at least one of these pieces of text into :D ? I feel like that's important. Actually, this is Game Maker. I wonder if there still exist Game Maker decompilers. I know one existed for GM7 back when I was working with it. But I don't know if that still applies to Studio. Yep. Downwell's supposed to be a mobile game, and you can tell by its 3-button control scheme. I mean, it is a mobile game. Like, you can purchase it on iOS or Android and play it right now. I have it on Android, and while virtual buttons will always be worse than physical buttons, it is pretty playable. Really? Like, I have cleared hard mode on it, though not hard mode handstand. Alright, 1 HP. Did you get a haircut? We're doing this again? Haircut, XD, XD, XD. Alright, I need Gem High back, like, immediately. There we go. Reroll that for HP. Yep. Yeah, with members card and reverse engineering, you can pull a ridiculous amount of health out of your ass while still converting all of your currency into health. if you're playing well, it allows you to get a ridiculous max HP and enter the boss basically with no risk. But if you're playing poorly, it'll get you to the boss where you die. Handstand removes upgrades at the end of each level, but gives you a slight discount on shop prices. As suggested by the name, it is a challenge mode. The perk is not worth the downside. But I still kind of consider it one of the most fun ways to play Downwell, because it means that, like, not only is item synergy a non-factor, but you do have to respect basically every situation that the game throws at you. And on top of that, purchasing strategy becomes a lot more relevant, because you can actually purchase things. Like, shop prices get really stupid in the late game without the discount. Yeah, that was a weird choice, but I figure the extra shot will save me a little bit more than the extra HP. God damn it! That hitboxes. Yeah, I keep dying on Gem High because I'm just having an awful fucking time with, well, I already have Puncher, so this doesn't really cost me anything, does it? Wow, it's so angry! They're so fast! Ah! Jesus. Brick to run with fucking reverse engineering members cards so early. Look at that skeleton popping off down there. Listen to that guy. The fucking maniac. Yeah, I definitely do consider Catacombs. Catacombs is a major block, and then I'd say hard mode Aquifer is also pretty tricky. I've never had particular problems with Limbo, though hard mode Limbo can be really tough if you are not used to the complete lack of platforms, I guess. Yeah, the early sections of the game are pretty tough. And even with handstand, there's not a lot of things that will make them harder. It's weird. I feel like maybe Downwell doesn't go quite far enough regarding difficulty scaling, but then again, there are a lot of people I know who haven't beaten this and find, they, like, get walled at Aquifer and it's fucking over for them. Like, they just can't progress. So it's weird for me to be talking about difficulty when I don't have any, really much of an outside impression. I apparently beat this game pretty quickly, which I think has less to do with my overall skill than it does my persistence and commitment to arm spin grinding. Oh, I don't have fucking reverse engineering now. But I do have reverse engineering, so what the fuck happened? Did it just re-roll into the same thing? Can that happen? See, I can see how people get walled at Aquifer. Like, Catacombs is a tough sequence, but it's honestly a lot safer if you play it slow. Like, it's only if you're trying to go fast, I think, that it becomes a gigantic disaster. This is tough. But Aquifer basically forces you to play quickly. And more than that, it forces you to play clean if you don't want to be overwhelmed by enemies, because the squid are the first enemies that will just come the fuck back down and ruin your life if you, God. If you leave them alone. So basically it's the first level which punishes you for not being able to form a path through enemies as you're falling. Jesus, this is brutal! Oh my lord! You get walled at Aquifer if you pick Levitate, that's also true. And a lot of people will pick Levitate so that they have more flexible options regarding... Okay, you know what, that was embarrassing. Is this possible? Am I real? Does the bus run through here? God. I'd say hard mode Aquifer with Levitate is extremely bad. Normal is okay. Because normal is kind enough to give you air tanks on, I'm gonna stop doing this, I swear to God. Normal gives you air tanks if you duck into safe areas most of the time. I mean, like, getting back 30 air in situations where you would otherwise basically be drowning. Pretty fucking important. I've gotta say, I do like the way the game plays with arm spin, where you're constantly switching between weapons. Feels very eclectic. I guess even more so when the game is running 50% faster. There's definitely a zen state that happens. By the way, big shoutouts to the best audio cue in this game, which is the fact that all guns get, their firing sound changes when you're below half ammo. That is incredibly fucking important, and it makes it feel really consistent. Even if you're not looking at your ammo bar, how much you've got left. This is tough. You for Gemma Tractor. I guess youth this early. Hard to go wrong with. That was awkward. This is looking to flow a little better, though. 24. Just need to, shit. Abandoned ship. Alright. So we're at 6 HP before leaving here. Seems good. Yeah, blast module this early. And yet you never notice the sound change unless you're listening for it. But it does help a lot regarding just subconscious ammo management. Even if you never heard it, even if you're never listening for it, it does help to pace your ammo a lot. I feel pretty bad at this game with the sound turned off. I'll constantly be running dry and not ready for it. It's actually an okay-looking situation. We have 6 HP, plenty of Ooh. That's hard. That's a tough fucking choice. I think with 1700 right now, though, I'd rather take Member's Card. This is a tough choice. I think I'll grab it, though. I'm gonna try not to second-guess myself on this one. Heals 2 HP, plus 2 charge. I'm actually gonna save. I'm going for max HP pickups, I think. Just for better chances in boss, who is fucking hard. Just by the way. 5 shots even. Ooh, yes. Wait, what? Why are you already angry? What did I do? Wow. That fucking luck, though. I mean, I guess youth is helping out, but still. Alright. A little convenience thing. Where enemies will always die if they hit the boundary zone of the side areas. Aw, that's shit. I'm tempted to leave it there, honestly. I do need hella gems right now, though. Yeah, I guess I don't have a choice on that one. Be full health or don't be full health, hard choice. That was some breathtakingly poor ammo management, though. Come on. I thought for sure I was gonna fucking agitate him. Do I have Gem Attractor? Nope. Honestly, Candle is tempting. I've been noticing myself having a lot of problems, and at this charge, I think I'll be fine in Aquifer like this. No shame in buying defense, I guess. This is weird, but I think I'll take Sushi here. Put me back in position to be gaining overheal at least. You get overheal in a lot of really weird situations with reverse engineering. It's honestly kind of funny. Shit. And it broke combo too. You hate to see this type of thing happen, folks. Yeah, easy choice. Don't have much time to pick up other gem pickup synergies, but high-level purchasing strategy. Never buy rice balls. I guess I should reroll this for health, but honestly having laser right now seems pretty nice. Not be, I guess. I'm pretty close to a combo here. Hit the magic number 25 and overheal. There we go. This is kind of an awkward situation. I don't want to walk out into this. They're so fast. Christ. Rest in pieces for boss. Puts me back at 4. Get charge, I guess. Seven. Wow. Okay. That's actually fine now that I think about it. Yeah, Rest in Pieces actually is pretty good. Oh shit. I need to breathe, motherfucker. 5 HP, yikes. Probably Heart Balloon here? Seems like the right choice. I'll hold my cash for now. Yes, thank you, health. I wonder what it's gonna feel like to go back to normal speed after this. I'm starting to get used to this now, slowly. Nice! 9. Yeah, laser, especially with high charge, is just so freaking strong. Hey. So now what? Hot casing or drone? I'll take drone. Don't need dome protection if you kill everything anyway. Nice. Stall is so stupid looking. And... wow. A Lamau. 10 HP. Did end up giving up laser. Without laser sight. Burst does feel a little bit mediocre on boss, but... hey man, max HP. Hard to argue with it. Ah, shit! Should've taken the higher one. Okay, we'll just avoid problems and take that, bring us back up. Let's not tempt fate on the reroll. I think drone might just be worse with slow weapons, I'm not sure. I think there's probably a pretty good chance it's just worse. Oh wow, gem powered is final? Or popping gems. Keeping in mind that I have gem attractor, I might actually want popping gems more. But memes. There's a good chance that whatever I want is gonna show up anyway, so... alright, here we go, we'll go 3. I had a feeling. Trust your gut. Can't believe I actually took a hit there. Fuck! God damn it. Wow. That is a really disastrous series. Ah. I knew it. Some part of me knew. We're making prescient reroll decisions today. Reverse engineering really is a fun item. It feels empowering to use in general. Of course, it's also fucking grievously broken, especially with arm spin, but... I think that might be okay. Alright, so I think we'll take laser sight for safety coming in here. 2k to work with. And I'll break my rule and purchase the rice ball since cash is doing nothing for me after this anyway. So we have 46 charge and 10 HP. This is the power of good runs with arm spin style. I am so prepared to brick it anyway. Oh god, this is pretty bad actually. I just took 3 fucking damage and get away from me! This thing is still fucking chasing me! 4 HP on first phase, that's a pretty bad look if we're being honest with ourselves on this one. I knew I should have Hoppin' Gems. Better ingredients, better pizza at Hoppin' Gems. It's actually hard to outrun the wall. Like, unironically difficult to do this. Please, can I have Gem High? It'd be very nice of you to give me this thing that I need. Alright, who's ready for abject disaster? Ah! Stop! Fuck! Oh god. We're alive. We did it, Reddit. Nice. Jesus. Even a run that good, I still choked so much at the boss because I wasn't ready for it. That was a fucking disaster. This is pretty fun, though. I'm digging this alternate mode of play, gotta say. We're having an alright time. Yeah, we'll watch the credits for this one. That's fine. Pretty short list anyway. Most of it is publisher and special thanks. And me. Yeah. I love how I'm still flashing from low HP in this sequence. Aren't you glad you bought that last rice ball? No fucking kidding. Jesus. Oh. The music is timed incorrectly because the game's running faster. That's pretty nice. Cat. I'm gonna wait for the music to shut the fuck up so I can hear the cat. Just kind of bounces around. Peace. I appreciate that last scene so much, and yeah, it's 20 minutes in-game time, which is running at 1.5 times speed, so... for whatever that's worth. Alright. So let's see. Now I think it might be time. How the fuck? How is this gonna be possible? Is this hard mode? Okay. There's the enemy density that I was expecting. The differences in hard mode basically come down to Aquifer and Limbo are effectively different areas, and everything in general has higher enemy density. Oh, Jesus. Boss has also changed slightly. He fires 2 sets of those 3 fireballs instead of 1. Amp up FPS to unlimited. Oh, dude, you don't... 144 FPS Downwell isn't even fun, it's just stupid. Oh Jesus, no! Not on fucking stage 2, please. You never take rice balls. Never give up, never surrender. Wow, these are all really bad. I guess gunpowder. Like I said, Aquifer is basically a different area. The way the air mechanic works is completely different. It does make the timer much faster, but it also gives out way more frequent bubbles, except they're not in chests anymore. You have to grab them out of the air. Which I think is how Aquifer was probably originally intended to be, until it got playtested and people complained about it being fucking insanity. So they changed it to, oh, air bubbles are in these little chests that are on the ground, and also you get them in safe areas. Which doesn't happen in Aquifer HM, by the way. You don't get shit in safe areas except a temporary break. AJ, I'm taking an economics class. Trust me, you want that rice ball. Nice. Oh yeah, also, all shop prices are adjusted to reflect the increased gems you get from the higher enemy count, but that's whatever. Alright, so here's what the game looks like at 144. So I'll disable the frame limiter here. And, well, already you can see there's, there have been some changes made. Yeah, I'm gonna rate this one non-possible. Thinking. Let's try this. Can we beat first stage? Boulder? I believe in dreams. Basically, you gotta make the most efficient possible use of Mercy Invincibility, and then also get lucky. Alright, we beat first stage, it's a moral victory. AJ, do you think you'll stream Sonic Mania? For some reason, I feel like you should. I intend to. If the PC port works, I definitely want to. Nice. Very good. I'm also hoping that it's not completely fucking idiotic as a speed game. Like, I'd appreciate a Sonic game with no zips. That's basically what I want out of a Sonic speedrun. Because I don't have the patience for, honestly, I could probably pick up Sonic 2. It feels like it's pretty light on zips outside of, like, Metropolis and Hilltop, but... yeah, just the execution of those seems like such a mess since you're effectively doing it blind. And yeah, the PC port should be good, because, you know, Stealth and Taxman are doing it, but you never know. Something can always go wrong, I guess. By the way, periodic reminder that the best versions of Sonic 1 and 2 are on mobile devices. They're the mobile ports, the Taxman ports. Best version of Sonic CD is either those or the Steam release. Because they're basically the same thing. Seriously, playing Sonic 2 in widescreen changes the entire experience. 1 as well, but 1 actually focuses a lot on tighter layouts. Like, you look at shit like Labyrinth and Marble Zone, and it's like, you're not intended to go fast here. There's no flow to this. This is just a standard platformer. Damn it. What the fuck? I'm not sure I can do this, actually. This is looking like it's probably going to be pretty difficult. Which I'm sure surprises no one. What the fuck were those frogs doing? Last module. Can you limit FPS to like 30 or something? I mean, I imagine I should be able to. Let's see. This will be 1/3 of the speed we were just playing on, or half normal speed. Bullet time, alright. Thought I could maybe strafe through there. Seems pretty solid to me. I actually wonder if you can... Nice. This seems pretty fine in general, honestly. Downwell tasks when? Oh god. I can't fucking imagine. I know there's some software that supposedly lets you do re-record style stuff on PC games. Got used for stuff like VVVVVV. VV. V. I don't know. Fastest time, 16 and 17 minutes in-game. Wonder how that looks on the speedrun leaderboards, honestly, because I know in-game time in this game cuts item selection, and I believe it runs a little fast as well. I know there's 6 Vs. That's why I said 6 Vs and then added the others on, sort of half-assedly. Now here's something. I would kind of like different borders. Really, border 2 is the only border. Like, I guess you can just go. Man, this feels empty now. It's pretty slick, though, I gotta say. Never play gaming-themed Hangman with me. God. Something in time. That's actually pretty hilarious. Mark out all the vowels, nothing. Alright, what the fuck? Okay, so how many of you know that guy? And by that guy, I mean you sit down to play a nice, rousing game of Scrabble, and that guy... Well, I don't even need to say anymore, do I? Some of you might be that guy, but a lot of you probably know that guy. This is really sort of unrealistically difficult, which is why, of course, that I have to do it. I'm so compulsive about those resets, though. Not realizing that I'm losing way more time by resetting. Calling this out and then still doing it anyway. Oh, accidental wall jump. The guy who makes everyone constantly run to the dictionary, or the guy holding the dictionary. I mean, I feel like sometimes they're the same person, but yeah, I guess there's 2 distinct classes of that guy in Scrabble. The guy who's constantly trying to insist that abbreviations are words. Stuff like that. God, it's so dense. There's so little you can do to avoid stuff. without normal reaction times. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like my odds here. This is... yeah, maybe I'll try next run with Levitate, see what happens. That'll probably help. And then kill me in Aquifer, naturally, but... I suppose that's sort of par for the course. Okay! Yeah, it's just... the density is insane. You gotta manage all those different enemies. I don't know if I'd rather deal with that guy or someone who actually takes the time to be good at Scrabble. See, what I've never known, like, is... see, because I know a large part of being good at Scrabble is having a decent fucking vocabulary. But, like... I've never really given a lot of thought to, like, the other strategic aspects of Scrabble. Like, obviously, like... it's pretty intuitive to grasp stuff like replacing tiles, but... at what point do you start getting into, like, fucking positional strategy? Creating situations where your opponents can't place words? Basically what I'm asking is, does Scrabble have footsies? And if so, where do I get involved? What the fuck is that?! Also, triple word scores are fucked up. I'm just gonna say that right now. Why do I have two? See, because there's like two different colors of those enemies. Like, you have the light ones here, which are just standard enemies that show up here. And then I believe hard mode only, there are the darker version of that same enemy, which are angrier and only start spawning if you stay on a certain screen for too long, like that. They are fuckers. It is evil and impossible. This person spent 5 minutes coming up with the words and ditched it because it's put me too close to a triple word score. So I was thinking about blank tiles for a second and like the strategy going into those. And of course, this brings me to blank cards in fucking Cards Against Humanity. In particular, the pretend you're XYZZY or whatever the fuck. The online sim that everyone uses. And how blank cards ruin games. Especially games among friends, and nobody should use them. Because blank cards immediately turn into who can be the most self-referential and pandering to the judge, and not even in a way that requires, like, luck or forethought. They make it bad. It's less good. Zizzy. Truly timeless. Yeah, I guess I'll take gunpowder blocks. Makes navigation mildly easier here. Was that one on purpose, Tyrone-sama? Nope, still no. You can't stay on a screen for more than a second and a half without getting one of these fuckers on you. At least they despawn when they leave the screen, I think, but goddamn, they are so fast. Levitate's definitely helping, though. Although I get the distinct impression it's going to hurt me a lot in the end. It's worth trying out. Yeah. Hard to argue with that. So you mean to tell me that if I stay full HP for just a little while longer, I can get an entire maximum hit point? Or I could just do that. A whole entire maximum, dude. Frog fucking dies. If you go too hard on a blank card, some people will just blatantly ignore it. And at that point, it's like, why have the blank cards in the first place? Then it's just weird. Gunpowder blocks are probably the most effective power-up for dealing with fucking bats, though. Which has... something. I mean, I know that. I have hosted games before. It's just that you get some people who are like, you know what would be fun? 30 blank cards. It's like, do you not fucking understand how games work? Oh. That's bad. That is the bad thing. I appreciate how Sen, the, fucking frogs! They're so fast now! If nothing else, I'm gonna get really good at the menuing for resetting. Sounds like a Persona 5 experience. So I won't lie, I feel like I'm kind of going through the motions right now regarding Persona. Like maybe I'm just hitting a little personal lull with the game. I feel pressured to be playing it more often than I probably would usually, just because I've got to give Juan back his fucking PS4, but it is, like, I don't know, I think it might be starting to grate on me a little bit. So I guess just keep that in mind if you notice me not streaming it quite as much lately. What is different about this Downwell versus original? 90 FPS instead of 60, 1.5 times faster. Are you streaming anything else today? Probably if Hyper Downwell hard mode proves to be fucking impossible. I'll swap off to something else. But I want to give this a solid try before I bail out. Dumb. Turtle hitbox, dumb. Unga bunga. Don't lie, you just want to play Wipeout more. Wipeout and Redout, dude. I'm all over the AG racers right now. I wish Omega Collection had, like, proper match-made multiplayer, though. Having lobbies only after that basically being the entire reason that HD and HD Fury netplay didn't exist really kind of irks me. It's not something that any reviews mentioned, though. I guess I should have done my research a little bit more carefully. Like, I especially, regarding running playthroughs, I don't want to burn people out on stuff, but I also definitely don't ever want to do something like Persona fucking FE7, where the playthrough takes a literal year to finish. Like, that's just not okay. Although I won't lie, I kind of like the, like, scarcity value it added to the streams. Like, people will be flocking and like, oh shit, it's Fire Emblem! Quickly, it only happens once every 7 generations when the planets align! Everybody got fucking excited about it. Ah! Fuck! What's wrong with it? That being lobby-based netplay or what? Please clarify your question. I am the Magic 8 Ball. Ask again later. Oh, you mean regarding long playthroughs? Yeah, I guess it was more for me, honestly. What really bothered me was seeing people ask every fucking day when's Fire Emblem. That irritated the fuck out of me, and I know I could just fucking mute everybody who was doing that, but most of them are otherwise well-behaved individuals, and I can't really blame anyone for wanting to watch more FE. Even though I imagine that it really wasn't a playthrough for the sake of the playthrough so much as, like, the video game form of Jackass. Hi, I'm Tyrone Sama, and today we're gonna leave our healers undefended within range of ballistas without checking damage statistics. This is brutal, dude! Like fucking seizures? FE7 had a narrative going, though. Did it? Did it really? Something Fire Emblem writing has always been bad. But yeah, I get it. That idea of conquering the game only through grievous design errors and ridiculous amounts of trial and error while contending with the worst army that history has ever seen. There was some appeal to that. And as much as I hope that I get luckier the next time I play Fire Emblem or any strategy-related game, really. Oh my god! This is brutal! See, because Levitate has this problem where it's just popping me up into stuff constantly. I don't feel like I can descend fast enough, so I've constantly got like a small army of bullshit on me. Nine strength at level 20, dude. I've never had a Matthew that bad. It's actually shocking how bad he was. Like, so many of my units were so improbably shitty. Even Dart, who started fucking carrying the run towards the end, was just average. Even after Appa's drops, he was just average. The amount of physical might my primary thief has is equal to the square root of 81. Canis was unraisable. I will defend that to the death. It was not possible to raise Canis and still finish the game. It was just... like, even... I won't dispute, Canis is fucking strong. But it should say something that, like... Canis is so strong, and yet it was still safer to not have him on the board, period, than to use him. Let's talk about how fucked up that is. Spiked. Oh! Shit. Yeah, didn't Lyn do 0 with the Soul Kadi? Was that a real thing that happened? I don't know, I feel like every time I remember that Fire Emblem playthrough, I get details mixed up. It's gonna pass into legend as one of the worst runs of the game to ever happen. And then Athos Luna one-shots both of the final bosses. Yep. Alright. Couple more attempts here. You know what I wish the fucking Muxie bot could do, actually? I wish it could spit out a message and ping the Discord when I change games. That seems like a feature that might be kind of useful. I'm probably going to re-implement the stream check stuff in the new Applebot framework that Zuggs is working on. Oh, I feel like I should mention that while I upgrade the Markov module to be a little bit more maintainable, Applebot's going to be quiet for a while while we make the switch over. Yeah, reverse engineering here. This is hard. Dude says he's gonna fucking write everything in TypeScript. I'm losing my mind. Oh, well, at least I get to manage all my services with PM2 now, or something. Fuck! I'm not gonna delete her database or anything, though. I'll do my best to, it'll only go away if I encounter some incredibly unlikely problem, but for now, at least, like, that database represents, like, close to a year's worth of training data. I can't just throw it out. Not when she started getting kind of spooky with how accurate she is on some stuff, too. Downwell 1 FPS win. Turn-based Downwell. Oh yeah, did I ever show off Showdown here? The, multiplayer Downwell thing? Shoot the other guy. God damn it. Yeah, Levitate is scary stuff. Actually, the dev mentioned that next demo day they were probably going to work on adding netplay. Two to 4 players offline. Alright, so nothing just yet. Hey, let me see here. I'll just show this off real quick. I'll turn off